Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Warren proudly presents an 8 3-minute rounds contest in the welterweight division. Firstly, in the red corner, weighing in 10 stone, 2 pounds, 8 ounces, wearing the white shorts with a record of 8 wins from 16 contests. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting and introducing from Carnarvon, Gavin, Tait. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the blue shorts, weighing in 10 stone, 4 pounds, 6 ounces, is a man who stands alone in his amateur achievements. Please welcome from Birmingham, currently undefeated in 6 professional contests, with 5 ending inside the distance, the former 2-time ABA champion and world amateur champion. Fun time, Frankie Gavin. Your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Marcus McDonald of Twickenham, who will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Right guys, you both know the rules of boxing, that explain to you. One thing I will say, obey my instructions at all times. Keep it clean, watch this. When I tell you to break, understand me. Let's go to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8 3-minute rounds.
So Frankie Gavin in action here at West Ham, looking for win number 7 as a pro. He went the distance for the first time in his last fight. He wants an early night this evening. He wants the title fight. Next up, 8 rounds this one against Gavin Tait, a 34-year-old Welshman. He now boxes out of Sheerness in Kent, and he has an 8-8 record from 16 fights, 8 wins, 8 losses. He has been 10 before. He's a big outsider this evening against Frankie Gavin. I'm delighted to say, I'm joined ringside by Colin Hart. Enzo McInernelli has kept his chair warm. And Hart is here. It wouldn't be an evening at West Ham without you, Colin.
No, it's like being at home. I was born a 5-minute walk from this ground, and it's the first time they've had boxing here in its 105-year history, so it should be a very exciting night.
He's been graced by a special talent this evening in Frankie Gavin. He was only ever amateur world champion. He's looked good, hasn't he, as a pro?
He's been very impressive from day one. He's got a natural pro's approach to boxing. I mean, a lot of the guys who turn amateur still look an amateur, sometimes a year into their career, but Gavin from day one fights like a pro, thinks like a pro.
And he's got the devil of a pro as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's been evident in the 5 stoppages he has to his name. Punching pretty hard, almost the moment he went over, really, Frankie Gavin. He had a bit of a rough start in his first fight. 4-rounder up in Birmingham, where he was made to work hard before he came through with the win. That was a good body shot there.
Yeah,
another one too.
Raking lefts to the body. That's not going to do Tait much good at all.
No, I think he certainly felt the first one. I think he felt the second one too. So Gavin traps him in a neutral corner here.
This isn't going to last long, but a look of it.
I think
he's much too good for Tait. Tait looks very uncomfortable.
He does. These body shots are really hurting him as Frankie Gavin backs him up into the corner.
Yeah.
And
I didn't think it was going to end that quickly.
Referee Marcus McDonald decides he's seen too much. I think Frankie Gavin maybe cut.
Come on.
It makes any difference now. There's some blood around his right eye.
If he is cut, it would be because of a clash of heads, because I didn't see Tait land a punch on him.
No, he didn't. He was bombed out of there. Gavin Tait wasn't put on the floor, but it was the body shots that really took the wind out of him. And then Gavin trapped him in his own corner, piled on the pressure.
Yes, he is cut. It looks like he's cut underneath his right eye.
Job done though for Gavin. Have a couple of stitches in that. He'll be more than happy though with win number 7. Colin?
Yeah, I mean, he is a bit jealous of James DeGalle, who's obviously fighting for his first pro title this evening, and Gavin obviously feels he's ready to fight for a title, whatever it may be. I mean, this is only his 7th fight, so he's got to learn a bit of patience, but he's making such rapid progress as a pro that it can't be long before Frank Warren sorts him out with some title or other.
You would have thought he's ready perhaps for the English title. I mean, talk to him, he says he's ready for the British title. Lenny Dawes is the champion.
Oh yeah, I mean they all talk big fight, but I mean he's got to learn a bit of patience.
But you'd fancy him, perhaps if he fought Lenny Dawes over
Ladies
6
and
or 8 rounds, he's just doing the rounds, isn't
Oh,
he?
absolutely,
7 seconds
absolutely.
of
I mean, I
round
think he's a real
Your
class
referee,
act.
Marcus McDonald, has
Very
stopped the
impressive
contest.
fighter.
He deemed that Gavin Tait was in no position to continue. The winner in the blue corner from Birmingham, Fun Time, Frankie Gavin.
Just confirmation of the result there. First round victory for Frankie Gavin. And what impresses me, Colin, is there's a nastiness about Frankie, not in a bad way, but he's got that devil in him, hasn't he?
Well, as somebody said, they're not at a tea dance in there. Yes, the idea is to hurt your opponent as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and he's pretty good at it. So he's a very nice fella, but once in business hours, he's what he should be, a nasty piece of work, and also a very good boxer.